release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Just about to get underway. Austin Slater stands in.
Number 15, Austin Slater.
And with that, we're underway in Atlanta.
First pitch, 7:16.
Out towards right center field. One away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
That one a little bit high. Ball one.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Takes it in for the out.
Batting third, center fielder Jacob Marcy.
Two outs, base is empty. And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Marcy.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the first, towing the slab in today's game, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Base knock right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Missed inside with the curve. Acuna gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
On the ground to short, Lopez. Quick feed to second for one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. He crushes that one to center field. The Braves score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
That's a little bit low. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. Comes up empty.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside with a breaking ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. Hit on the ground to short. Lopez out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Atlanta draws first blood with the solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Just missed.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Mateo sends it to first. One out in the second.
Left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so
drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Hey! Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and the Marlins tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Hey! He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them.
Oh, one.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Checks over to first, back safely. Out to short, Mateo. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Now here is Davison de los Santos.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. And there's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Edwards, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
To the right side. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Now it's Dominic Smith.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That clips the corner.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Tied up here in the early going. Hard hit left side. And that's the 3rd out. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja.
No, that's low. Aye.
There's a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Stays alive. Next one
Outside,
misses,
that's a ball.
and the count's even at 2. Swings through him for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Yeah.
Here's your 1. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
For the Marlins, catcher Agustin Ramirez.
Now the number 2 hitter, Agustin Ramirez. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. And the Marlins jump out in front. It's 2-1. Singy, he's been battling all season long for that swing.
And I'm sure a big weight off of his shoulders, Boog. He probably feels 20 pounds lighter jogging around the bags. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground, out to short. Inning over. Braves get 1 on the big fly. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back at Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Jorge Mateo.
The shortstop takes the ball.
With a lay off that pitch down.
And fouled off. Dubon aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the air, right field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna
One out man at
Jr.
first. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Ball, that's out.
There's a strike.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
The 1-1. On the ground to the left. Off balance feet. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Marlins 2 and the Braves 1. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Otto Lopez. Chris Sale ready to get back to work. And that drops in for a strike. That
Ball,
misses the
that's outside.
zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fought off foul. One and 2 now. Sale back to work. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And first offering is fouled off. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
2 down, bases empty. Connor Norby, the next to hit, singled and drove in a run his first time through.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. Swings through that high fastball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that's a fair ball. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
On the ground to third. Riley fires to first, and that's the inning. Marlins lead 1. They lead it 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Hey!
The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Up next for the Braves, designated hitter, Matt Olson.
That one fouled off. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Got him looking for the K. Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's a 1-2. Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the fourth. Here comes Austin Riley. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. And the Braves go down quietly. They're down 2-1. Back here in Atlanta, and now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos. Chris Sale back to work. And there's a ball.
That's down.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. Going, gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they add to the lead. It's 3-1.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
First pitch just misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
It just shaved the zone, so they've still got both their challenges. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, left field. Yastrzemski should have this one. Brings it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back to the top of the Miami order. Austin Slater getting ready to hit. That one ripped, but foul. One out, base is empty, and a run in. And we're at the top of the 5th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter. Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
Two down, nobody on, and that skips into dirt. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. So the Braves get one back on the solo. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Right through there for a strike. And now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one smoked on its way out of here. He nails one out to right, and they cut into the lead. Singy, he's been waiting for this moment to finally come.
Well, we knew it would come eventually, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him go on a nice little run at the plate, hitting some balls out of the ballpark. He's got that monkey off his back. You feel like everything goes slow motion when a breaking ball like that leaves the hand, right down the middle of the plate, and it's like the pitcher screaming, "No!" and the hitter saying, "Yes!" and the ball gets tattooed for a big home run.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. And
that's
another ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. On a bounce right side. De Los Santos takes it to the bag, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Dom Smith stands in. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Ball, that's out. Hey!
And that's in for a strike. Now 1-2. Breaks his bat, pops it up. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located.
Outside.
Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The 1-1. On the ground, right side. He gets there with the slide. And very nicely done for the out. Long ball draws the Braves closer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back at Truist Park. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So digging in,
Leading
Jacob
off for the
Marcy.
Marlins, center fielder Jacob Marcy.
Outside low. And that's ball one. Foul ball there. Ball to strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Shortstop Otto Lopez.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-2. Just
Oh, that
missed.
pitch is out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High fly ball, right field. Acuna drops steps, heads back on it. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder Heriberto Hernandez.
Here's the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. 1 for 2. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball 1.
Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Robert Suarez getting loose out there. Lee also throwing. Hit hard, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now
That's a
one
ball.
missed. Hernandez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 2-1. In for a strike. Good slider. Step off, throw to first.
Safe, he's
Hernandez back on a dive. And it remains 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
3-2. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 2-run blast, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching.
Robert Suarez comes on now.
75. Robert Suarez.
So 2 down. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Just
no,
missed.
That's down.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Popped in the air, left field. And that is that. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's 5-2. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Jorge Mateo. And a foul ball. Swings through that one.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Towards first, and that one handled. De Los Santos steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The Braves trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves.
Struck out on just 3 pitches
He's in there. He's
last time.
safe.
Acuna dives back in.
Ball.
Runner at second here, one gone.
Hey.
And he swings over the top there. Starting to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the wall. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
2 outs, runner at first. Austin Riley at the plate. That one fouled hard the other way. The 0-1.
Ball.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Andrew Nardi preparing to come on if needed. Bender, the right-hander, also getting loose. Close, but call the ball. And it's 2-1. Olsen around second, headed for third. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for Miami.
Now on the bump, Andrew Nardi.
All they need from him right here is 1 out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
And a ground ball to first. Base hit, 1 run is in. Fires to the plate.
Well, we're starting over 2 RBIs with that swing, and this one is tied. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Go ahead run on base. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Here's a 1-1. Brings it in for the third out. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. Back here in Atlanta, top of inning number 7.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
There's a strike. That misses, and that is ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And that just scraped the zone. The ball is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. The 0-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at-bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
Fouled off left side. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air to left center. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Austin Slater. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch swinging. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. And that one almost hit him. One, 2 now. And they'll do it again. In the dirt, ball 2. Fastball almost got him there.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Payoff pitch. This one in the air, right field. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Pulls that one foul. And he dodges that fastball.
Ball 2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Three-two. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Payoff pitch. He goes down looking. The runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. We're all tied up, 5-5. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Dominic Smith. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And that's a base hit into left field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner on the go. And that's a fair ball. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andrew Nardi will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for Miami.
Calvin Fauché takes over on the mound.
Calvin Fauché.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jorge Mateo next up for the Braves.
Hey!
Yo, 1.
Nope. Ball 1.
The Braves with the go-ahead run at third here at the bottom of the 7th. The shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a 2-1 on the way. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
And they're all loaded up. That one's in there. Strike 1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
That one close. Rule the ball. And it's 1-1.
They need a strikeout And you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
The 0-2. Pulled out on strikes. That is a huge out. Wow.
Got to give him a huge amount of credit on the mound right there. He got squeezed a little bit on the pitch right before that one. You know it should have been a strike. Everyone in the building knew that it should have been a strike, but he didn't let it get to him and throw him off his game. Came back with another good pitch for the punch out with the bases loaded. That's good pitching right there.
Smith on third. Duvall on second. Mateo over at first with one away. And that one ripped to left. Diving. It gets down. Could be extra bases. One runs in. A second scores as well. The relay in there safely. And they lead by 3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
One out. Runner at second. Matt Olson now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a miss. Still only one out here in the inning. Out towards right center field. Marcy has a beat on it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Runner at second, 2 down. And that's in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Got him swinging. Good job at damage control right there. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now an 8-5 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aaron Bummer. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Nice grab. And they get the out.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Come on, Aaron.
That clips the corner. The 1-1 is fouled off. The next offering misses. Now 2-2. Left-foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
First
Oh,
pitch,
that's off
and
the
he
plate.
just misses. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the eighth. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Up and
That's ball
in,
two.
and a count now even up. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Miami down in order. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit.
Now pitching for Miami.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, John King. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Leading off for the Braves, left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Right down to shoot. That's strike one. Next pitch misses way outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Another 1-2. That one
Nope,
way
inside. Ball two.
So Yaz is struck out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Albies in the box
out.
here lets that one go for a ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Stays alive. That's outside, and the count is 1-2. That one missed. In the air, left field. But it bounces off his glove, and that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that keeps the inning alive. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. John King done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Miami,
Michael Peterson on the pitch out of the pen here.
Michael Peterson.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. And first offering is fouled off. Smith off of first with 2 away. And now the count is even. Right through there for a strike. On the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves strand 1. They're on top by 3. 8-5. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That's a ball.
So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. And the 1-0.
Look at that right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Ball 2.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a ground ball.
Foul.
And foul ball. Iglesias, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a sinker, and he works in a slider.
That's ball 2.
Ripped to third and caught.
That's what you got to have at the hot corner. Cat-like reflexes. Line drive caught by the third baseman as he dives. Terrific play. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Man at first, 1 away. Good eye right there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Out towards right center field. Acuna gets under it. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman Javier Sanoja.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now the third baseman, Javier Sanoja. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, center field. Dubon on his way over. Ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. You got to love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John.